Hello everybody, it's Denton TND again here. In today's video we're just going to go through part 2 of my Class 50 fleet. A lot of people watched part 1 already. They've really enjoyed it, and I've had a lot of people comment or even message me asking that they're really excited for part 2 when part 2 coming out. So I'm just going to go through my next 10 Class 50s in today's video. I hope you enjoy them all. So without further ado, let's get in with the Hoovers. So then, back to vac number 11. This will be. Here in front of you, you can see yet again another Lima 50. What all of these videos are about. This 50 yet again is going to be quite well known to a lot of train spotters or rail enthusiasts, as it's 50031 hood. This is the one that's currently in Intercity at the Severn Valley at the moment. As you could obviously tell, my model's in large logo with the grey roof. One thing I really do like about this model is that it's got the Network Southeast logo up in the top head code there, and it has got it on other end as well. I think that just gives it a nice little touch to the model, as I really do like Network Southeast. Nothing's majorly been added except from brass nameplates. I think brass plates is definitely a key feature on some models, especially when it comes to the 50s. They look absolutely stunning. This year again, in episode 1, if you missed it, that's going to be also over on the channel, but I said in that video I'm going to be adding extra blower housing, separate handrails and lamp irons, and I'll be also adding a driver and possibly a second man in some of them, just to give it a little bit of variation between the vacs what I own. So yeah, so number 11 there is number 31. For number 12 then we have another fan favourite, and what will probably be the most popular Class 50 of all of them, and that would be number 7 here in the Brunswick green livery, under the name Sir Edward Elgar. I believe it was painted for the anniversary of Great Western Railway, I think it was. Yeah, again, this one's only had the handrails painted white on it. As you can see, just had them painted white. It's got, you know, brass buffers, but I painted the heads black. It's got an etched BR Arrow plaque on it as well there. Coming down here, it has got etched plaque and nameplates on it, which I think do look very nice. Gives that model a nice crisp finish with the 3D effect on the nameplate and plaque. And then to finish off, we have got the etched number plate there as well. It has got white wheels on it and yellow axle boxes like it did carry in real life. This is definitely going to be another one of the 50s. I'll cut the coupling off and fully detail one end. Yeah, again, obviously a lot of you know it as a celebrity loco because of this livery. You know, it's very well. I believe it's a very nice livery on the 50s anyway. It's a lot better than the two-tone green they had on X when it got preserved. It's a so much better livery. Always liked this green on the 50, but yeah, again, it was just the only one, so it is quite unique. But yeah, number 12 there is going to be Sir Edward Elgar. So the next 50 then for the fleet will be 50040 Liviazen. Yeah, again, just a standard Lima production model in the large logo livery. Nothing special has been done to this one yet. It's just, like I said, just a standard Lima 50. This one has got etched nameplates to come for it. I need to get some on order for the rest of my vacs. Yeah, again, everything on it has been moulded. The handles haven't been painted just yet. Whether they will get painted at some point, I don't know, might just go straight to separate. But you can see all of the nice detail there, even for moulded Lima. the detail is quite nice for the models, especially the ETH cable there, very nice crisp sort of paintwork on that, and they do look absolutely stunning with just the moulded ones. But you can always improve the look of your Lima stock by spending a little bit of time to them, and you can get them looking reasonably good. But yeah, so 50040 is, I believe, number 13, so quite a nice one. Moving on to the next 50 for the fleet is going to be number 23, How. Yeah, again, quite a nice looking model, especially in the original early version of the NSE livery, or what is nicknamed the toothpaste livery. Nothing's really happened to this model as such. It's been used on a couple of Mark II trains on the old layout. But yeah, the only real difference that it's had bigger buffers to make the look of the 50 look a bit more improved. They are extra ones but painted all round on this one, so that's the only thing that's been added. But yeah, this is all going to go the same work as with the other ones. It's going to have a driver fitted, stuff like that. This one here may end up being one with a second man in the other cab, so just to add in that little bit of a more detailed, better look, in my opinion. Yeah, again, with this model, you can, especially with number 23, you can give it a little bit of a weathered look, some subtle weathering possibly down the bottom of the side skirts and the chassis, the watermark, because if you do research, this one was quite a regular one down on the doorless seawall. So, and they obviously would have got quite wet and quite tatty along that section of the, Great Western. But yeah, overall, yeah, again, another very nice model, runs very well. So I hope you enjoy this model quite a bit. I've got another special one coming up next, so just keep your eye on that one. Moving on to what I would say is possibly my second favourite Class 50 of them all, and especially in this livery, would be 5149 Defiance in the Rail Freight General livery. Yeah, again, quite unique. I know number 17, I think it was, did get painted in preservation in this livery for a short period of time. But yeah, Defiance was the only one to legitimately carry this livery on the main line. This model has had a couple bits of upgrades done to it, so I'll go through those now. Moving on to the front of the loco then. It has had bigger buffers fitted. It has had a working screw link on there as well. I need to cut the coupling off really, so you get the full justice of having a proper coupling onto it. It's had separate handrails fitted. The ETH cable has been replaced to have a slightly thicker one on there to improve the look and get that proper ETH cable look on there as such. It has then also had a extra brass nameplate fitted onto this model as well, which I think is very lovely and gives it that proper key sort of 3D look to this model. As you can tell, this one has been quite weathered quite nicely. You can find pictures of it in this exact weathering condition, as it was quite dirty, this model was. It has had the exhaust holes drilled out a little just to give it that better depth and just improve the look there. It has had a bit of a fume sort of claggy look along the roof there. This little port here needs covering eventually over time. Yeah, again, the weathering on this side is pretty much the same. Couple of watermarks, as you can see. I think that just adds to the detail and gives it that proper good look, especially as this 50 was quite common on China clay traffic. So a couple of nice China clay wagons behind this 50 does look quite stunning. I'm definitely going to be detailing one end on this one and maybe even fitting a lighting kit, because you've got to like Defiance in this Rail Freight livery with a set of lights. It does look quite nice and eye-catching, and it is quite iconic. to have a 50 in this condition, especially where the real version of this loco went through quite a lot of you know, exams and upgrades as such to get it into this freight standard. I'd definitely recommend you go and research some of the stuff that happened to the real version of this loco, because some of it does seem quite odd, but it does make a lot of sense, and it is really cool on what they've done and what sort of effort they put into this loco, and it's just nice to see it still running today. It's currently in the GBRF livery with number 7, so yes, you still get to see this loco, which is still quite cool. So then we come to our first original condition 50. Here we have number 20 Revenge in the BR Blue livery. When I mean it's original, I'll go through that now. So it's got no centre headlight there, so that's how the 50s were originally made, of course. So no centre headlight, very basic detail on it really. It does look a bit odd and strange without the light there, and especially if you're used to seeing them with a centre headlight. And then another key instinct is obviously the roof there. I'll bring it around this way. It has got a little cutout where these roof grills are. Obviously when they got refurbed they plated over that, and they plated over this little section here, but this is the original roof configuration on the Vax, and I think it does look quite nice. And overall, I haven't been a very keen person on the original looking of the 50s, but it's always nice to get one out to have a bit of a run every now and again. I'm going to keep my 3 original 50s in their original state, purely so I get to run them alongside some of my hydraulic stock as well. But yeah, there's the first one of the original batch of, well, original looking batch of my VAC collection. Yet again, quite nice to see every now and again. They do catch the eye especially, and if you spend time on the original ones you can make them look quite good, and you can make them look quite tatty too. So for the next 50 we're going to move on to another low numbered VAC. This one's 004 St Vincent. This one has had a bit of extra details painted on it, I'll go through that shortly. One thing you will notice is that all the different holes where the body side clips will be have been filled in from a previous owner. I think that just gives it a nice clean finish to the bodywork really. This one has had the etched grille fitted just over there as well. It has got etched plates on there, you could just about see that in this little bit of the video. The etched nameplates, they've got quite a nice worn look to them as well, which I think is quite cool. This one has had replacement buffers fitted, they just need to be painted because they are still very grey at the time being. My favourite part on this loco though, to be honest, is probably going to be the painted detail on the bogie frames. You've got obviously the yellow axle boxes and then the little grey, I'm guessing they're going to be pistons for some sort, just dotted along the top, you know, just to give it that little bit of an outstanding look. This one's going to be another one that's going to be made to look possibly a little faded and quite tatty, just to try and give it that proper 80s feel to this model, and especially it's quite nice to see on a rake of well, a bit of a mix between Mark 1s and Mark 2s. Always gives this model a little bit of, you know, oomph, and gives it that proper feel what a VAC deserves. Moving on to this class 50 then. This one is quite a special one to me, as it is the so-called granddad of the collection. It is the oldest one of the collection. This one is number 30 Repulse. This one is still thankfully with us. It's going under some restoration work at the moment, but yeah, still nice to have this VAC with us. This one hasn't had much work done to it at all. Like I said, it's the oldest one, so obviously the real obvious difference is that I have gone through and painted the white handrails. You could just about see them there, you know. Other than that, you look at it from above, it has had the exhaust drilled out on this one again, just to give it a little bit more depth and a bit more of a beast look to what I would say is possibly the best loco to ever run on the British network. But yeah, again, this one is going to have quite a lot of work done to it, just to try and get its looking of standards up. And you know, always nice to see a 50, especially in the revised Network Southeast livery. And because it's part 2, I thought we'd go with a victorious ending. Yes, victorious is the name of number 36. Yet again, this one is just a standard stock Lima 50 out the box in the large logo livery, the grey roof. I think grey was the common variation of this livery. But yeah, large logo never fails to look quite nice on any loco, especially the class 50. It does make it stand out quite a nice lot. But yeah, this one's definitely going to have to go through a lot of work to get its standards up. This one here I'll probably keep looking a bit clean, purely because the finish on this one is very spot on livery wise. The livery on this is very crisp, I'm sure you can see in the video clip here. I'll just pick it up so you could actually get the real justice of this livery. The large logo arrows there, very nice as well. Might have to go over that with a transfer at some stage, just to try and give it a better look, just to improve it slightly. But other than that, it still looks quite nice. This one's going to go under the exact same work as the other 50s, just to try and bring its look as standard up a little. You know, I don't want it to look a lot, because it's not going to be, it never will do, because it's a Lima model. But the point of detailing them is to try and make it look reasonable, and it just going through these videos is just to try and encourage people that you don't have to go out and spend lots of money on a top of the range Hornby model, or you know, a new Batman model, when if you just spend a little bit of time on a loco, you can get its standards looking like it is some sort of top of the range detailed locomotive. But yeah, this is, like I said, probably another one of my favourites on my Lima fleet, purely because of how crisp the detail and livery is on this 50 itself. So then, there's part 2 of my class 50 fleet. We have got a part 3 coming soon. That would be another, it'd either be 10 of the 50s to then leave us to a part 4, or I might just go through the last 16 in that video, just to keep the class 50 series short and sweet. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know a lot of you enjoyed part 1. I hope this one's going to be slightly better. I'm always open to some little bits of criticism. Don't be too mean, just give me some nice polite criticism, because I want to know how I can improve my channel, so I get the views that, you know, would help me boost this up. Obviously views ain't everything, it's just enjoying it all, which I am. Especially getting back to the model videos, I'm definitely enjoying this. I've got more videos planned out for the rest of the week. Like, as you can see, sneak peek in this video, we'll be going through my model railway. This is number 1 model railway. I have got another one to come. But yeah, for the time being, this is the model railway I'm focusing on. Another comment I had is that we had a comment about someone who likes using their Lima fleet a lot, especially 37s and 47s. I have previously did a video introducing my Lima class 37 fleet. You'll be able to track through my channel. It's not that long ago I uploaded that video. So yeah, feel free to check that one out. I have got plans to possibly go through my class 47 fleet in the future. So if I do, just keep an eye out. I'll probably drop a little hint on this channel at some point, or even over my Instagram. I'll put my Instagram channel, my Instagram account name, should say, in the comment section, so you could go over and check that as well, especially because obviously I post a lot of pictures on there or stuff that I may not even post on YouTube, so you get to see some of the other stuff I have seen without, you know, it being on here. But I'm going to try and get as much stuff of railway wise, modern railway wise as well, up on the channel as much as I can whilst we're going through this tough time. So yet again, I'm just going to say, please stay safe and stay at home. You know, we've got to try and help the NHS out as much as we can, and just doing so, you could always just get a couple of projects going if you have a model railway at home. Or, you know, there is a couple of people out there who do live streams from cameras near home or stations. You could always just sit back and watch one of those. I know it's not quite the same as transporting, but you know, we've got to do what's right for the country by the end of the day. But other than that, you know, it's Denton TMD. I hope you enjoyed this part 2 of my Class 50 fleet. Stay safe.